think it is a concerning situation. There's not a conclusion yet. We wouldn't be willing to state a conclusion, but we are concerned about it. And more importantly, a variety of WikiLeaks sources are concerned when that kind of thing happens.
All right, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Julian Assange, talking about the murder of Seth Rich. Worked for the DNC, murdered at 4 in the morning in Washington, D.C. Not the only one to be murdered relating to the DNC in recent weeks. And many people say that he could have been ready to spill the beans on certain things. And Assange insinuating, as we documented earlier in the show, that he could have been the leaker, the hacker of the DNC emails. He wouldn't say yes, he wouldn't say no, but they have a $20,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of his murderer. Joining us now, Gavin McInnes, host of the Gavin McInnes Show, author of Death of Cool, panelist on Fox News Channel's Red Eye. Gavin, always good to see you. What do you believe we're dealing with here with these, with Seth Rich specifically, and with these, mysterious deaths?
Well, I think that there's a lot of hype about anyone who criticizes Hillary. Seth Rich was shot in the back of the head in an area. He doesn't go out late at night. He's a nerd. And he was shot in an area that hasn't had a murder in 6 years. This same month, we have John Ash. We have Victor Thorne. We have Sean Lucas. I mean, we have guys that have a barbell that fell on their neck. We have guys that are shot mountain climbing. And I just want to be crystal clear here that I don't think that Hillary is assassinating anyone. I don't want any trouble for me and my family. I think the DNC are doing a wonderful job, a great job. And Hillary, I mean, thumbs up. I'm with Hillary all the way. No problems here whatsoever.
You should have a handkerchief. Someone should give you a handkerchief, a DNC handkerchief.
Is there any air conditioning in this place? It's so hot in here. God.
We laugh, but this certainly is going to be pursued. And, Assange, the media, here's one person that the media will listen to. I mean, they may not like what he says, but they're not going to be able to avoid this issue if he is outspoken on it and reveals that, hey, he was working for us, or if there are more emails to come, as he says there are, and they're very, very damning to Hillary. They're not going to like it, but they'll be dragged kicking and screaming, and we'll have to talk about it.
Assange knows what's going on here, and he's not telling us. People do this all the time. You don't lay out a bounty of 20 grand when you don't know you're right. He knows he's right. And we saw this with Breitbart. Remember, he offered, what was it, $100,000 because someone claimed the N-word was hurled at them? He already had footage of the Tea Party not saying that, so he knew he was right. That's why he threw out 100 grand. I think Assange knows something really weird is going on, so he's willing to put his money where his mouth is. I mean, Seth Rich was shot in the back of the head at 4 in the morning. Who gets shot in the back of the head that's not in organized crime?
And not robbed. He wasn't robbed.
I mean, and the funny thing is, Trump, there's a loose inference that he might have been implying a Second Amendment thing. And they go, well, that's kind of a death threat. And you go, if you're looking for death, I got 4 deaths this month from Hillary enemies. That's not good enough for you?
Yeah, all right. Let's move to a guy, I'm sure you'll have something to say about this. Will Smith, apparently he's making a movie in Dubai. And when he was finished blasting Donald Trump, which these liberals like to do overseas, they take their cue from Obama, he had this to say.
In terms of Islamophobia in America, for me, that's why it's important to show up. It's like I'm in Dubai and I'm having fun and I'm tweeting and I'm showing pictures. Hey, doesn't look like they hate me, does it?
All right, so we're supposed to believe, they love all Americans and all people in Dubai. All this nonsense about anything to the contrary is just Islamophobia.
Well, I think this is morally wrong. I think this is illegal, actually, because the United Arab Emirates outlawed slavery in 1964, I believe. That's pretty late, but they clearly just bought Will Smith. Doesn't that go against their laws?
I don't,
You know that he gets comped when he goes there. You know that he goes skydiving for free. He takes the kids. I think he's gay. He probably gets a little boy toy also provided by the local hotel, and he loves it there. So he goes and he just is a spokesperson for not just Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, but for Islam in general. I think he converted when he was Muhammad Ali. This guy is a.
Wait, that's a great line. Where did the gay part come in, though? Is that like a Hollywood rumor I don't know about?
No, everyone in Hollywood knows that he's gay and that his wife is a beard and they have an open relationship. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, see, I'm very unhip, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that cat's out of the bag long ago. I mean, you got to wonder who pursues acting like that. Who takes theater in high school?
Stop. All right, one more for you, Gavin. The great Barack Obama. Oh no, I got a better one.
Right,
If we don't have to talk about
Barack Obama, could you please say peace be upon him after every
Stop
time?
it. Better we don't have to talk about him. How about what's going on at Claremont University, Claremont colleges? Their students, black students, are refusing to live with white students on campus. Where are we in this country?
I think we've come full circle now. And it's sort of like, remember Marcus Garvey? He wanted to go back to Africa, and a lot of the KKK was saying, yeah, that's what we're screaming. I see this too with trans couples. The guy becomes such a drag queen woman, and the woman becomes such masculine man that they end up being a normal hetero cis couple. With the left has gone so far, they've come around and they're sort of behind us now, and we go, segregation? We took care of that half a century ago. What the hell are you Luddites doing?
Do the wiping the sweat again.
Oh,
there you go.
Hillary is going to be a wonderful candidate. I don't think anything unusual happened to Seth Rich or John Ash or Vince Foster or Victor
Gavin,
Thorne or Sean Lucas.
Great having you on, my friend. We'll speak to you soon. Gavin McInnes, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again, Gavin. And by the way, folks, we have a special message to DirecTV viewers. Newsmax TV shows are moving to channel 366, effective at the end of this week. In fact, we're already airing this show and our full Newsmax lineup on JLTV on DirecTV channel 366. So we encourage you to tune in to that channel and watch us right now. That's channel 366. Right, that's 366. All right, let's get to the phones at 877 Newsmax. That's 877-639-7629. So many numbers. First up, we have Thomas from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Hello, Thomas. Welcome aboard, sir.
Welcome aboard. Thank you. I'd like to make 2 points pertaining to Hillary Clinton
and
to ask you to ask Dick Morris why Clinton has difficulty looking people in the face when she's defending herself. One, last night you said Hillary Clinton has gotten away with murder, figuratively speaking. Well, why not? As Jesse Ventura said in regards to JFK's assassination, if you can get away with killing a president, you can get away with anything. But for those viewers who watched DML this past Monday, I say perhaps she's also gotten away with murder, literally speaking. Two, Hillary Clinton asked at one time what difference it made at that point in time, whether or not Benghazi was the result of a video, and then said we need to find out what happened. Translation, what difference does it make what happened? We need to find out what happened. Mr. Khan, perhaps Yahweh causes people like Clinton to make such ridiculous statements to help expose them as liars.
All right, Thomas, I appreciate the call. I will comment on the first part about looking people in the eye. I got to tell you, I worked at a radio station here in New York. I worked at two of the major radio stations, the WABC and WOR. And at one of those stations, there was a memo put out. Hillary Clinton was coming up to plug one of her books. She was doing an interview on a show, not my show. And it said, we were told, if you see her in the hallway, don't look her in the eye. I don't even know what that means, but I've heard that before, that from people who worked in the White House, that if she was coming down the hall, not only couldn't you look her in the eye, you had to run into the nearest room. I mean, that's sick. I don't even know what that means. I wish somebody would tell me what that means. But I did, interestingly enough, I did introduce her once at a police union rally in New York. And the big controversy was, should Steve shake her hand when he introduces her or not? I did shake her hand. I wish I could find video of that. I really do. Anyway, thank you. Roger's next from Maumee, Ohio. Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
You're next, sir. What can I do for you? Thanks for calling.
Okay, I was just calling to find out what the situation is with that Seth Conrad and Steve Lucas. I have not heard hardly anything except one little quip way back.
Seth Conrad and Steve Lucas?
That's correct.
Are you talking about the gentleman, Seth, who was killed, the DNC member?
That's correct.
Okay, well, I don't think it's Steve Conrad. I don't think it's Seth Conrad. I will tell you, Seth Rich. WikiLeaks, Julian Assange intimated in an interview he did, and we played the bite Earl just with Gavin, intimated that that gentleman may have worked for WikiLeaks and may have been the leaker of the DNC documents. We'll cover it more. There's been no adjudication of that. We're back next with more. Don't go away.